All right, explorers, in about 2 minutes, we're going to get started. So let's make sure and clean up from our supper and come on into the middle when you're ready. Gather with your crews.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound
All right, everyone, we're ready to start. Come on into the middle with your crews. I'll give you a few more seconds. I see you're all being so good. You're finding your crew leaders, so they all know where you are. Okay, you can fade it down. Hello, explorers! It is great to see you again today on my second day on Adventure Island. You know what's awesome? We also have some explorers joining us from far away online. Can we clap for them? We're so happy to have our online explorers watching. How about we start with our Adventure Island theme song? You ready to dance? All right, let's do it. Don't know what lies ahead, never walked this road before, but I am confident, I've never been more sure. We are discovering who we're made to be as we discover who you are. Discovery on Adventure Island. Get ready? Whoa! Discovery on Adventure Island. Knowing God will always guide us. The Spirit leads, we'll go. Trusting Jesus, we will follow. Discovery on Adventure Island. We will seek until we find the way, the truth, and the light. On a quest for the light. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Good job! Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. We go with hope, we go with trust, joy in our hearts, we lift you up. We go with love, we go with faith, cause we are seeking Jesus' face. We go with hope, we go with trust, joy in our hearts, we lift you up. We go with love, we go with faith, cause we are seeking Jesus' face. Discovery on Adventure Island. Ready? Discovery on Adventure Island, knowing God will always guide us. The Spirit leads, we'll go. Trusting Jesus, we will follow. Discovery on Adventure Island, we will seek until we find the way, the truth, and the light. On a quest for the light. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Discovery on Adventure Island. Wow, great job, guys. That was awesome. I am so excited to search for another infinity lantern. Do you guys remember what infinity lantern we found yesterday? Go ahead. What was it? Yeah, it was the Lantern of Trust. Good job. That's awesome. Now, wait a minute. Where is our little winged friend? What's that name again?
It's Beacon. Pretty easy to remember. Just think of the letter B and a can.
Beacon? Are you sure? That doesn't sound right.
Yes, I'm quite sure. It's Beacon. I'm a puffin.
Muffin. Now that sounds a little more familiar.
No, not muffin. That's a breakfast food. I'm a puffin, a special type of bird. We can fly 55 miles an hour and are great swimmers, diving to 200 feet below the water in search of fish. Does that sound familiar?
No.
We are sometimes called the clowns of the sea or sea parrots.
Sea pirates. Yes, now that makes sense. I see the resemblance. There used to be a lot of sea pirates around these parts. I think I'll call you Captain Beacon today.
Thank you. So, have you read any more Professor Luminari's journal?
I sure have, Captain Beacon, and I found another riddle. It says, how does the lantern of faith stay lit? The answer should not confuse you one bit. Find 4 men who dug a hole in the ceiling, all hoping to find healing.
Now, a lantern of faith, okay, but the rest is mysterious. A hole in the ceiling, friend to healing.
Yeah, maybe we should take a few minutes to think this through. I wonder if some music would help us. Do you guys think some music would help?
Great idea.
Yeah! Maybe our lighthouse assistant Becca can come up and help us with our new song tonight. You guys ready? We'll figure it out together.
Becca the beautiful.
Nobody can stop us from getting to Jesus. We'll never gonna stand in our way. We'll do whatever it takes. We're busting through the roof just to get to Jesus. Busting through the roof in faith. We're busting through the roof just to get to Jesus. 'Cause we know it is amazing grace. There's life and peace. There's everything we'll ever need. Our hearts are restored. We find everything we need and more in Jesus. Jesus, busting through the roof just to get to Jesus. Jesus, busting through the roof just to get to Jesus. Awesome! Nobody can stop us from getting to Jesus. Ain't nothing gonna stand in our way. We'll do whatever it takes. We're busting through the roof just to get to Jesus. Busting through the roof in faith. We're busting through the roof just to get to Jesus. 'Cause we know it is amazing grace. There's life and peace and everything we'll ever need. Our hearts are restored. We'll find everything we need and more in Jesus. Jesus, busting through the roof just to get to Jesus. Jesus, busting through the roof just to get to life and peace. Is everything we'll ever need. Our hearts are restored. We'll find everything we need and more in Jesus. Jesus, busting through the roof just to get to Jesus. Jesus, busting through the roof just to get to Jesus. All right, good job, guys. Thank you, Assistant Becca. I want to tell you guys we have a special guest here tonight. Do you know that lighthouse keeper M.K. Huggins is here? She's been a lighthouse keeper here for the longest time, and we love her so much. So we give a clap for lighthouse keeper M.K. We're so glad that she's here. Well, that music is great, but I'm still stumped on where to look. Captain Beacon, where do you think we should look?
Well, the only story in the reference book that I know about which mentions a hole in the roof comes from the book of Luke chapter 5. Oh. Shall we try that?
Yes, let's look in our reference book. Guys, if you want to sit down, we're going to learn a little bit more from our reference book.
The book of Luke tells us an amazing story about Jesus. One day, Jesus was teaching and healing others. He really knew how to love others and how to draw a crowd. On this particular day, there were so many people in the house that it was like a great big party. And what does every good party need? Party crashers. You see, there were 4 men who had a friend that couldn't walk. They really loved this friend and wanted him to be able to walk again. These 4 men heard that Jesus was nearby, and they had the faith that Jesus had the power to heal. The only problem was how to get their friend to Jesus. Instead of using a wheelchair or motorized scooter, these 4 men carried their friend around on his cot. I said a cot, not a cat. You know, like a bed. Eventually, they arrived at the house where Jesus was teaching. There they realized that the house was very crowded. It was so crowded, in fact, that they couldn't get close to Jesus or even get into the house. What do most people do when a room is too crowded and there's no room for anyone else? Usually, you might just go home, right? But not these guys. They were determined to get their friend to Jesus. Since they couldn't get in on the ground level, they decided to look up and then climb up on the roof of the house. That might seem strange to us, but many of the houses in those days had a flat roof where you could walk around. Once they got their friend to the roof, they realized there was no chimney to come down. These friends loved their friend who couldn't walk too much to give up now, so the men put their collective heads together and came up with a brilliant plan. Most people at parties talk about raising the roof or bringing the house down. Well, these guys did both. They decided to make a hole in the roof right over Jesus' head. When the hole was large enough, the 4 men lowered their friend down on the cot and laid him right in front of Jesus. Now, it's really hard not to notice someone making a hole in your roof and a person coming down from that hole right in front of you. So, when the man was finally on the floor, Jesus looked at him and then at his friends. They went through a lot of trouble because they loved him and had faith that Jesus could heal him. But instead of healing the man right away, Jesus told the man that his sins were forgiven. This angered the religious people watching. They didn't believe that Jesus had the power and authority to forgive sins. Boy, were they wrong. Jesus told them, anyone can say your sins are forgiven, but I will also show you that God sent me. I love this man and I will heal him too. He looked at the man and told him to get up, pick up his cot, and go home. And that's just what the man did. Everyone looked around at each other, amazed. They had just witnessed something incredible that could only have come from God. And that's how it happened in the Bible.
Well, Captain Beacon, that sure sounds like the right story. Has 4 friends and a hole in the ceiling and a friend who needed healing.
Sounds correct to me. Those men sure showed a lot of faith in Jesus to believe he would heal their friend.
Yeah, I just wish we could find that lantern of faith. I wonder where it is. Can you guys? Do you know where the lantern of faith is? I'm having it's right over here. It's the lantern of faith. You know what? It reminds me of our signal verse. Let's stand up and say it together. From Isaiah 60, chapter 1. Let's say it together. Arise, shine, your light has come. The Lord's glory has shone upon you. Awesome. And we have a Pathfinder saying today, too, that comes from that. And the saying is, arise, shine with faith. And we're going to learn our motions just like we did yesterday. And the new one is the word for faith. So watch me, and when we say faith, we'll do it together, okay? It goes like this. Faith. Okay? So let's try. Arms up. Arise, shine with faith. One more time. Arise, shine with faith. You guys are awesome. So great. Well, it's just about time for you guys to go and explore about the lantern of faith. Just a couple of instructions. We want to encourage all of our crew leaders and helpers to get involved with the activities with your explorers. Have a great time together as we learn about the Lantern of Faith. So I want to dismiss you guys. Preschoolers get to go first, okay? You guys have fun. We'll see you in a little bit.